Welcome back to the platform. It's Shay Seeking. I'm back with another video. So I feel like this whole battle is, I was thinking about it like somebody's trying to make somebody tired, but it's not really about being tired. It's about, I don't know. It's like, it's going to be, if somebody's like a problem identifier, that's what their job is. Like, I identified a problem, this could be like a consultation kind of thing. Is your company. It's almost like something is a mechanism or a grid that works. You're like the blueprint of the grid, but people don't like you they wanted a chance. They're not made for this, but they want the chance. Now all these people are in the grid. Why are you there? These are people that was never supposed to be, like, they weren't even programmed, or they were never supposed to be in those positions anyway. So that's the first problem right there. Like, do you have any people in this thing that don't supposed to be here, that you gave a chance because something? Okay, start there. Like, I don't know what to say. Because the person that's the grid or the blueprint, and so many things have been built off of that for so long, it's really not the grid or the blueprint most of the time. It's the mechanisms, the things that you have added to it. Because somebody just is, and everybody else, whatever it's like you're just laying there. You just are Gaia. The earth is just the earth. She's just there. She's what we're all walking and sitting on, and why what's supporting our movement on earth. So it's like things happen. I was just hearing that song, Love Makes Things Happen. But then you have to think about love on so many different levels. Are we talking about the vibration? Are we talking about somebody that's a weapon of mass destruction? Are we talking about, what are we talking about? Someone's like, I think I heard Master P talking. He was like, regardless of what our ancestors always told us, I think he said to look to the spirit or look to something like this. But I feel like somebody changed it. They look to looks. They look to something else. Something has happened here. Some bots got upgrades. Something happened here. This could be other higher level, so-called higher level families trying to own people or things or something that's not supposed to be owned. People, looking and peeking around in things that they shouldn't. If they look in the face of God, or they looking at my thoughts, there's not that many people in the world that's supposed to be doing that. So you open up that vault and you let all these people play around in the face of God. Yeah, it didn't say that you couldn't. It warned you not to. I'm pretty sure scientists have gotten really smart or something like this, or somebody has gotten really weak, or something, or some mechanism is not working the same because people have died, moved on, got fired, moved out the way. New people are on the team and they got new ideas, to advance and not have it like this anymore. Why don't we do this or something like that instead? It's just, people should just know what they're doing when they're doing that. Because, I feel like it's like intelligence or something like this, artificial intelligence, or somebody competing when it comes to intelligence. It's like, I don't know, like people were made for their part, and I don't know, somebody's trying to do somebody else's. A lot of this, I also feel like this is like some kind of harassment, like over relationships or certain elements that's supposed to be stuck together, and people like, oh, we shouldn't have that together no more or something, and they move stuff around. It's the same thing I feel like I be doing when I'm speaking on things, trying to clean something up or trying to get myself unstuck in something that I didn't stick myself in. You never know what's going to happen. I just put something on my page like, be careful who you put before God. God also is nature, things like this. Okay? Because a lot of people could be manipulative or something like, oh, I'm not doing this, or Everybody just think the person's so sweet they're not capable of something, and you just never know, because a volcano is not looking at people when it erupts. And I feel like I'm learning. I could be one of them, but I'm not in full power, right? Because somebody tried to get me disconnected, but they're really the threat. You see what I'm saying? This could be like old models of entities here. You know, like, we don't know how, if these robots could have feelings, they could get jealous. It's like, how would how did Siri feel when, even though it's kind of the same, but not, when Gemini or whatever came on board? I think it's through Google, right? Gemini. It's competitive. I wonder if robots can be competitive. And then where did it all start? Because somebody thought that they wanted to play God or play with God and, you know, create things that can start picking around in God's energy or something like this. Something weird is going on. Something like that. Because this is what I mean by like a volcano, because some of us is wired different in certain aspects. In our familial life, you mess with the family, if this person can't trust their family, the family is hacked. Okay, they don't have nothing else. Then they can tap back into mechanisms of what they were before they had the family. And then there's more power in that. But it can be something so small as that. Like, somebody is supposed to be on earth. They're supposed to always have a loyal partner, something. Leave that motherfucker alone. And somebody's like, well, out of all the men in the world, I want that person's man. And then they working at some company and they start using some mechanisms to try to uproot you and take over your life or something like that. This is some shit. Like, this is something else. You never know nobody. That's one thing I feel like after you go through like a family hacking or a family uprooting, this could also be what they calling root work too, I'm thinking. Like, this is not even supposed to be my arena. Shit is just supposed to be working. So if I feel something, a poke here or something like this, something really got to be off. And it might be so much bigger than what it feels like. He's like, oh, that's a little thing. But no, that little thing, that's a lot. Because I'm not supposed to feel none of it. Whatever I play, whatever part my vassal plays in this thing, I'm not supposed to, you know, so something is off there. Like, hella off. Not what makes me special. It's like what God made me, what he put together in me or something like this. I don't only look at that sense of what God put together, let no one take apart or nothing. Because some of you were put together some kind of way and people are trying to take you apart and use your parts and your works and things like this. Now, I don't know. I could just be the only one in the world made like me. I mean, but this could be, you know, somebody has an understanding. The people that work with these mechanisms that don't fully understand them. And somebody can study volcanoes for years and years and years, but you don't fully understand the whole thing. Or even just because you understand it doesn't mean that every volcano erupts the same way or something like this. Like, it said like 50 years and we ain't had to worry about nothing like this. Okay, what's different? And there we go with the bushes. 7 of Pentacles. Somebody could be trying to sneak. You know, normally on the regular cards, there's only one back here behind him. Or one stuck in the mud. One separated from the other. Somebody got 2. It's almost like somebody got 1 wife and then now they got 2. They trying to go into polygamy. This would be secretly. One person had 1 company, a mega company. Now they got 2. It's something. Somebody's doing in the dark. But this has like something has been spotted, or somebody knows that you had to be doing this. It's kind of like how my toilet is messed up and up downstairs, and he's down there looking at like, no, this is like that. And I said, no, I seen a plastic thing in there with a little barcode on it or something in the toilet floating around. I was trying, and he's like, well, you was the one that was in there, and you might have put a napkin down there. And I'm just thinking like, well, I put millions of napkins before, like down the thing, but something else had to be a mechanism there. You know, but he was all mad yesterday and shit like this. But I'm just thinking like, I'm not doing anything different than I've been doing the whole umpteen years or whatever that we've been living here. So, I don't know, but the D baby is here, and she be putting toys and shit, and she be playing in the water and putting caps and stuff down there and string and stuff and playing in the sink. It's another mechanism now added to the thing. It's like, or what we call chaos magic. Somebody manipulating people in a sense to manipulate weather. Weather also gives me people's emotions. Like somebody's playing with your emotions to play with your emotions. That's that Twister song. Yeah, 1994 with that Twister coming in. That didn't come in, but somebody's trying to send that same Twister or that same mechanism in now. I just feel like this is more Star Trek-y. And I just feel like whatever this is more Star Trek-y. Also, it's like somebody trying to engulf, like, you're created as a royal person or something. Somebody trying to keep you like in the hood your whole life. That was only until you knew who you were. Then you were about to be promoted just because that's your birthright. And somebody's trying to stop something, and they want you in the eye of something when it's happening, or this is like some type of abuse or something. I'm not sure. Page of Swords. Because like if that doesn't, if the pain and suffering of what I'm doing and she can't stop me or he can't stop me, if this person is psychic, haha, they're gonna find out these things, and then whatever, they can't do anything, they can't stop, and then it's like somebody trying to do something else and do something else, and then it's like, okay, when you get that person at that level, whatever they connected to, you don't know the whole makings of that person, because we're not even talking about people now. You see what I'm saying? I don't know, we're talking about something else. Somebody had to go inside of something to see what, you know, like how those millionaire owners of companies be go under disguise and go in their company to see how shit is really working. It's something like this is going on. As to why somebody's not getting their information, getting messages, they're not being powered by the source. Somebody's not getting. Usually this person is sitting in front of the ocean or something like this. So the currency, something is not flowing. The ebb and flow is off. Something is not flowing to someone how it's supposed to. Like I told you, it's like, okay, now you could be king. Your father died, now you could be king or something like this. But when that comes with elevated senses, elevated this, elevated, but somebody's put you there, but you're still, they're trying to program your mind to be like still like a baby in a baby crib, because when we think about the world card energy, she's laying in that crib. So some people or entities thought that they could birth something. I'm tired of this person being in this privileged position just to sit there and go around here and not have to know about the real workings of what's going on in the world. I want to shake this baby. It's like shaking baby syndrome. And then they say, okay, now you're graduating, your birth, there's no excuse. You're just like the rest of us, but you're not. We're in a different time, space, energy. The upgrades that you stop somebody from getting for 30 years, they're not. I just heard, I just can't wait to be king. So they might plug somebody else in your energy. That person is being king, and you just taking all the beatings and the abuse. You get what I'm saying? Because they can't be king without you. They don't want to admit that. Somebody doesn't want to admit that they were using you to seem powerful or something. I don't know. Somebody's just doing dark magic to breadcrumb somebody, or just give somebody just a little bit of something, a little bit boost of power. Before this person goes in this dimension, they have to be, these things in their body have to be at these levels. You get what I'm saying? Somebody wants you to go in every step and just be brutalized until you figure it out. It's some type of abuse. And it is, if we are like meters or gauges or thermostats or sensors of the world, like, what are you doing? Somebody's a lunatic then. These are people that deal with the shit that regular humanity don't, I guess, maybe ain't supposed to know, but now they have enough of these vaults around the world that carry this information that you would never suspect have this information. Those who didn't have knowledge at first, and now they have knowledge. Somebody that was controlling shit on the streets, now they done made it up into the air some way. Some way. It's almost like they got to take you or me into these portals, kill our body while it's dying for 30 years or whatever. Excuse me. These people are walking all over and trying to run something and run you. But they don't understand that they throwing off. This is where global warming is really talking about, probably. Or the Earth's core with warming up or whatever. You know, and somebody said, well, this person went, they got their such and such degree. It don't matter what the fuck you got to plug into these spots, to be plugs for these mechanisms. God had to create you through your lineage. So this might be why people are still in people's families' tree, but it don't make sense, silly. Like, that's the thing. It don't make sense. So I'm guessing this could also be why people are trying to take people's semen and eggs and stuff and mix it with theirs so they can have that kind of intelligence. It's still not the way it goes. Like, I don't know. Yeah, with Chariot in reverse. It's like, this could be something where there's dimensions that motherfuckers that feel like they own it or they're in charge of it. They've been doing it for 60 years. You can't even go in that room. But it could be some unsuspecting person in the world that you know you were supposed to contact that person, have them come in, have them run the clinicals or whatever, get them in that spot once one of their family members that was in that spot died. You're not, and you didn't do that. Somebody's doing something weird like that. Chariot in reverse. They're also trying to bind people to each other. Oh, that's what I just said too. It's like somebody's trying to bind someone to someone in a way to be with them, like in their sleep, and then, you know, I don't know, can't get a word in edgewise. Then you got all these other swords above them. Like, there's no getting out of this. Ain't no going back. She's a beast. I call her. It's something like there's no going. Like, with all these swords here, it's like bars. Like, none of these people look like they happy being tied together. If they was happy, their hands might be together. They might be trying to embrace each other during the storm, you know, something like this. But both of these people got their fists gripped tight, like they don't want this. Like, whoever the people that thought this was a good idea to put something together for a certain amount of time, take it apart, then force it back together, so you could play around, so you could have time to, you know, steal, and nobody will be able to, or you could be able to manipulate things and nobody detect it. No, you about to be the one to feel whatever this is. Somebody could have binded you to someone, and that person was off making great castles in the sky or in the underground, or they could have been doing something else while you was bound to them. But whatever this is prevented you from being all that you can be, or doing what you were supposed to be doing here. Yeah, it's a way to make somebody feel like a little kid or something. Or somebody could be also getting nostalgic feelings. You know, some people ain't just people here on this earth. You're looking at them like that's what they are, but they're not. But somebody was dealing with, like, say a family, it benefited them to not have you connected to something while they were robbing you blind as the king. Somebody plugged this person into somebody, because I was reading something, or I was hearing something about the fact that if two people are like spiritually inclined to be with each other, intertwined, I mean, to be with each other, the only, and these are these type of particular type of bonds, I don't even know the name of it. If somebody sleeps with another family member is the only way, or if somebody, you know, does work with another family member on that level, that intimate level or something, that's the only way to like block somebody's third eye, or block their ace of cups, or block something. So I don't know. I'm hearing back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Something's getting too hectic for somebody. Okay, whatever these people are signed up for, if something is getting too hectic, they don't like it. This could be people that just like, they dragged them up out of the projects and hooked them up to these things, or low vibrational thinking, low vibrational being. You know, some people could have took up when it was their turn to take people and said everybody can't go with you. Somebody said, oh, like hell, I want to bring these people at the bottom with me, but it was certain things that the people at the bottom would have had to go through in life, or it was a way that they were supposed to be created from the beginning for them to go with you here. You just ruined everything trying to be spiteful, or this is like somebody that, you know, the family didn't do nothing to them. They just knew, I don't want my family in because they're special too, and they're gonna get plugged in, and then like somebody that thinks like that, and then I won't be able to be the boss, and you know, it's not like, oh, I found out that all my family was stealing from me, and da 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 da, and yeah, if I go, I don't want them coming with me, because like something is warranted and something was not. Something is about jealousy and envy, and something, if you are that, you're not being jealous or envy. It's less times in your life than you've been jealous and envious of somebody. It's hard to make people like me jealous, because even I can't see how these people see me. Obviously, there's something. So even then, what would I be jealous for? So I don't know. But this could be serious shit here. Like I told you, somebody took, because they was jealous of a child that they were responsible for, or that they were watching over. Somebody took a bunch of people and put them in these positions that they knew was for this child. It only take this child to be plugged into something. Somebody took all these other people just to make this child, just to do something. I don't know. But we just never know. Because then shit, if these are all filthy people, it could have had to happen that way, because somebody was going to try it anyways. And now you can see how shit works after these people do it versus us just having this one person plugged into it. So, I mean, you know, just like you thought that you was going to push this to, I sacrifice my one child, you know, that I know was made for this. Okay, it's going to flop around, and it's going to be, if you took 300 people and gave them this intelligence and put them there, because of what's happening, 300 people going to die. Like, I don't know what to say, because it's not, now that they've gotten to a point where they're like, yeah, we've been running this shit, bitch, please, you know. And then now they're at this point, it's like, oh no, we made a big mistake, let's go back. Like somebody is really trying to go back or something. But I feel like that's not a choice. These were people, greedy people. I'm hearing this is black on black, or so-called black, so-called black crimes, or familial something here. Something has to keep going full force forward with, I don't know. I don't know if somebody's also happy about this because they were mad about the little love that you had with somebody or something, you know. But to you, this stuff is like a blip. Somebody wanted you to feel like a blip, and they're about to see that they're just a blip. And this is not, oh, you was lifted up by this group of angels or demons or whatever this is to make you feel some kind of way, and now you're down and you feel you like you was a blip. No, we talking about, motherfucker, you existed once before. And then you try to make it like something that is existence it's just a blip. And then now you find out you just a blip. This ain't no fun shit to talk about or something like this. I'm telling you, somebody is... Yeah, we got the King of Kings or Jesus. And then we have being blocked. These people were blocking Jesus from something so that they could feel powerful at a weak moment. Or nobody said Jesus, but Jesus still supposedly got beat up with them rocks and, you know, everything like this. Nothing didn't say that he was untouchable or she. There's just consequences, I feel. We got Muhammad here being blocked too. So this could be something like this. I mean, we could still be dealing with the Christ. Depends on whoever's doing whatever they're doing. What method. Yeah, somebody doesn't want somebody speaking. Okay. Empress in reverse. Okay. Ace of Rods. Somebody's getting a scepter here. I don't know why they want to take somebody out of Empress energy. I don't know if it's to make these other people happy. The Star in reverse. Somebody's trying to make somebody feel guilty for taking a break from a job that they was not even getting nurtured, protected, or paid by. Like, I don't know. So somebody could have took a leap of faith in a certain direction. You know. See, because that's the thing. It's like there's certain things in the kingdom that the king don't know about. You know, like the little, you know, the little gossip or the little, you know, whatever. Some of this can be important for a king to know that's going on in his kingdom, and some of it may not be. So in the house, like, there is some type of advantage. You have to be able to trust these people that's cooking your food in your house, working for the big house or whatever like this, because they the ones that's in the streets or got the ears to the streets. And the streets is more of them than it is you. So it's something about, I don't know, some kind of power struggle here. But when a king doesn't know what's going on in his kingdom at the level where he's supposed to be handling it, or she, that's a problem. Okay? Because somebody's trying, I was thinking last night, like, somebody, I knew that source is doing something. I kept hearing the strong delusion. So again, some breadcrumbs that's being dropped. It's like, it's whatever this is, very graceful. Somebody sitting there listening to your stuff, trying to act like they not. Something is detrimental to these people. It won't fuck with you. And then all of a sudden, now everybody want to show up and after researching your stuff or listening to your shit in private so they can act like they see. And then guess what they do? They go tell right on themselves. Yeah. I put up something last night with Hansel and Gretel, and he's like, oh, that's okay. He was like, that's okay. This time I put poison in the bread so we can just follow a bunch of dead birds back home. It's something about the fall of birds or lots of birds falling from the sky, but also more airmail energy. Because when my daughter walked up, when my so-called daughter walked up yesterday after getting in her car, because she don't even speak to me in my own house. She just walked right past me into the house with the keys or whatever and whatever. She don't speak to me in my house. And I really ain't concerned. I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just checked out on certain things. But I was like, oh, shit. I thought you was the mailman. So I don't know why I said, why I was thought that. Because the mailman wasn't even supposed to be coming. And then later on, I went. Okay, and then later on, I was sitting outside. And after she came, and like 30 minutes later, I was sitting outside and an old busted up mail truck came. You know how sometimes like on Saturday or Sunday, you know, on Sunday, the mail ain't supposed to be out, but you might see the mailman randomly come put something in one mailbox or something. I don't know if that's normal for other neighborhoods, but I've seen that. Like some random mailman just come to one house on Sunday and just go by. So this mail truck, it was kind of raggedy. Remember that reading we had with the boat with the 4 swords in it? And somebody was pointing like, that one is dirty or something's wrong with this one. On the boat, I think it might be this deck. I'm not sure. But probably like 5, 6, like, don't no mailman come over here right there. But I was sitting there and I was looking through the rearview mirror because I heard a different, I knew it wasn't a car. Like, what kind of vehicle is that driving through here? You know, to me, I've always listened to stuff like that. So the way, I could hear like the ice cream truck before the ice cream truck music, you know. I know the sound, maybe it's an at-home mom thing, okay, of the garbage truck before he put his pistons up or whatever and lift up that thing. I could hear the wheels sound different. You know what I'm saying? So I was sitting there like, what kind of wheels is that at this time of the day? And when I look back, it was a mailman, but like his mail truck was all scuffed up and dirty on the side. So I don't know. This could definitely be something about somebody's mail. I didn't even get to see what house like he was going to or anything like this. And then I think he did like a U-turn or like a little, you know, kind of hook turn like right in front of the house. That's how I was able to see the side of the car. You got the Baphomet energy here. This could also be like the people, we the people, doing something weird. Okay. Trying to rise up against, you know, essential things. These could be some of these people that have been prepping or already prepped, you know, and linking up on the low or something, like acting like, but they're still saying the government. They're not realizing that they are. It was like a movie where two people came up from the underworld, the dad and his daughter, and then they found out that they were the ones that was supposed to be the threat or the threat. Now, I never watched this movie. I only seen the preview, but it's making me think about something like that. Like, these people were putting this propaganda out like it's the government that's the threat, but really some of these people are the threat. All right, but we got the Baphomet is blacked out from something or someone. Okay, somebody could be also like a werewolf, like somebody is tracking something, like they could have got wind of something. Say you're a wolf, you're not in the wolf's frequency right now. They don't want you in there, or they blocked you from your own, you know. This is like mechanism. This is like what you're made of, all these little parts. And God didn't make no mistakes. But for the past 10 years, you have not been hooked up. Your connection to the wolves has been dead. Okay? Whatever these mechanisms are, they were once yours, or once. This is what I'm seeing here, because if you're one of these beings or whatever, or one of these yoni spirits or something like this is like men is fucked up right now. Say a lot of men that's in these positions, they've been turned gay. You know, but say the Baphomet, the thing about the Baphomet is the woman, or the thing about the Baphomet is crazy about the woman, or, you know, he's crazy about the little boys that was castrated, or the eunuchs. Somebody's doing something weird here. The Emperor, we also got somebody like panicking. I'm telling you, somebody's taking the delusion, but it's going to show. Why is it so fucking hot right here? It's going to show something. But when it shows it, you have to catch it and cease it, and then there's a problem. You understand? You know, like how science is, you know, while you're doing the science, you got to like put like, even with the volcano thing, they put the baking soda, they put the thing, you know, if you don't do it right at that moment, you're going to miss, you know, the action. You have to, it's like you have to take care to do whatever this is. You have to watch it. You can't just be like, I did it. I put that stuff in there you told me yesterday, and then I came back today. No, motherfucker, you supposed to sit there for 24 hours and watch that shit like this. then you was gonna catch it. Yes, it's tormenting, but you would have caught that thing, and this thing could cause so many problems in the future. You have to be diligent. Somebody doesn't have their attention. This could also be using people that have ADD or split personalities or something to take care or watch something that you can't do that with. Cause they're gonna find a way. Oh no, we've been fine, man, sir. I know you say I had to watch it, whatever. So I just plugged it up to this system. I did like this, so I can go out and get lunch and do all this stuff with my friends. And then every 4 hours, I just come and check it. No, you have to be. Most of these people that stole these positions and something like this, their mind ain't even geared to. I don't know what we're talking about. I don't even know why my stuff is like techie sounding or something. Not even techie, but like underground techie. Like somebody's switching something. Okay. King of Wands coming towards the Queen of Pentacles. The King of Wands. Girl, somebody sent the song Mine yesterday. Somebody trying to trap somebody. That King of Wands ain't playing about this motherfucking Queen of Pentacles. These are sciencey people. I'm getting science here and tech. And something that somebody's been planning here. Bill Nye, the science guy. Not to get a tower. To the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is in the upright about something. The Witches is not. Or these friends or somebody's friends, co-workers or something is not. They're trying to stop this tower. These be your cousins, aunties, schoolmates. I don't know what you do. Work people. It could be like you and your 3 best friends or your closest people to you growing up. That could be why this Emperor is here. It's like you send your daughter to chastity school. You find out these women was letting her go out with parties, having half clothes on. They was encouraging this shit so that they could look like this. They was all going to dump. All these people could have dumped all their shit in this Queen of Wands. Somebody was supposed to be teaching you about, chastity and this and that. And somebody find out somebody didn't even tell you that you was going to be a queen in the future. They just let you think you just, hey, we're just doing whatever we want or something like this. But I feel like whoever you are, you could have still had with this Queen of Wands sticking out like this, you always had some kind of styling. To introduce you to my style and grace. I don't know what lyrics that is, but you've always had some kind of style and grace or a way that you walk. But I don't know, somebody could have emphasized on something here. It's something about sex. It's something about sex. Somebody making it seem like you can't control your, I don't know. Yeah, and now, or these women was sending wands, like this woman, the Queen of Wands didn't have no protection. These women acted like, no, we got this. We know martial arts or something like this, but they was not protecting this person. Matter of fact, they could have been making money off of this person. Like, some people that was around somebody could have been double agents. Like, active. They had access to the unseen. It's almost like you was working for a lab and these people create clones or something, but the people that was working there was taking a little bit of something. You know how at the doctor's office or at the hospital, somebody was found taking like gauze or pills or something. Like somebody was taking a little bit and a little bit. Now we got the Ace of Wands here. This could also be somebody trying to blame, I'm saying, or this could be a Queen of Wands here. That there was 3 girls that she was supposed to... Somebody about to get this Ace of Wands. Let's see. Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is trying to play it out. Like, I really feel like this Queen of Cups is trying to get a hit on the Queen of Wands. Because, like, almost like these people, like, look at how beautiful. Oh, we got daughters out here that's so much more beautiful than your stupid. Like, this is... Somebody is a main god or goddess. And somebody's like... And they're like, no. And that girl was like, Mom, don't. And then, you know, Hades made that lady bow down or whatever. That's what I'm saying. Somebody's doing this so that they can have you. Like, you couldn't even stop it. And I did. Now you belong to me. You know, some shit like this. I don't know, y'all. Because the Queen of Cups is pissed. Whether it's a male or a female. And they coming at this Queen of Wands with this Ace of Wands. Like I told you, if this Queen of Cups was playing around using these people to set up this Queen of Wands so that the Queen of Cups can be looking like a more valuable resource over here. But there's something here. If this is the oceans or these water people doing something, and this ain't like Poseidon, like this ain't my granddaddy over there, he ain't in the ocean no more, like a boyfriend or something that don't like me is there, and he wanted the women of the dads, you know, or the cars in somebody's garage. It's some shit like this, man. It's like Ursula killed Triton, and she got the Triton, and she's Ursula, and she got the man too. But it don't work like that. Like, say in order to use this Triton, Ursula thought all this time she could just get the Triton from King Triton, you know, whatever. But Ursula don't have. They could have even been. Cause I was thinking, what if this one of your aunties or my auntie? However, I looked at my auntie as like one of my aunties as like Ursula, and she was always, you know, in the sector with my dad or something. But then she wanted to get this scepter, but the scepter don't glow like it do in Triton's hand for her. King of Pentacles in reverse. All that shit. You see, working to take something from somebody or something like this, and then like so many people you don't have to damage or get them back. Whatever they were going for is going to kill their ass anyway. The more money, let them have it, because, you know, don't let them have it, but you know what I'm saying. They need that money to do some stupid shit to get this. Yeah. Now something is all dried up or dried out here. And this could be even a man or something was thinking of this person as the world card energy. Like, this is like somebody that's cuddling up with you. They your boo thing or whatever like this. You know what I'm saying? Your best bitch right now. But this person was with you to destroy something, and now it's too late. You seeing it at the back end. But you knew that this little boo thing. Say this is a man that's covering up his sexuality. You took your daughter's main guy. God made this guy for her because of some things that she gonna be lacking in this season. But you didn't care about that. You wanted this boy or whatever. You took every boy your daughter had. You already talked to this boy or something like this secretly behind the scenes. Let's keep between us, something like this. This confirmation. This is why these boys never came back to. They're trying to like spare work. No, somebody was gaffling your shit. But somebody don't see this person as the apple of their eye no more. Or this could be about intelligence. They could have thought this person is so intelligent. They collaborized their son or daughter or their group or something like this, or their wife or husband or something like this. And then come to find out that, wait, this person is the one with the intelligence or something like this. But it's like this person is a threat. Whoever this is that was doing that, you're a threat. And you have to stand down. With America, with the strength card here. I don't like the fact somebody knows this already. They had a pre-foreknowing. So we're not seeing the manipulation thing here. But we are seeing somebody about to send somebody in to like suffocate somebody. Okay? It's somebody's about to handle you, or they're going to send a handler or somebody to caress you, make it feel like they're making it better, but they're not. They're trying to smother you. Okay? Force you to have a child by them or something. Like, get the fuck off of me. Yeah, it's a high priestess in reverse, or a witch in reverse, a very bad witch that can't steal this power here. That's why I told you, somebody got something that's not working for them. Okay, you got the sword of a centuries or whatever. Ah, look at me. I found the sword, bitch. I'm the master or something like this. Okay, well, because somebody could be doing, okay, I used to do like satellite views. I feel like some demons used to get very excited when I used to do these because I could see pixelated things in the soil and in mountains and shit like this. And I don't do stuff like that no more. And I'm pissed off because thousands of my videos of my history and stuff like this and my Bible, it's almost like somebody trying to is deleted off of my YouTube. And then also, I believe that my daughter was having problems with her phone, and she kept on asking me if she can like use my computer or whatever. So she used my computer and like the backdrop of my computer. Like, now that's why I say I don't get so pissed off, because whatever they're doing, it got something to do with me. But obviously I can't find these people, wake up and karate kick them in the middle of the night if somebody's coming to steal my software. Hopefully the good guys that's building my temple and putting all my stuff in my temple, hopefully they have it. But there is a chance that somebody else took it, or they're trying to take it so they can make it seem like, no, she was never, you just only been doing tarot. She was never really like she said she was in the indigenous community. When I have thousands of indigenous videos of the Bible and talks about American history and indigenous stuff. Even my satellite view videos, when we go digging around in the earth and looking at things. Somebody's trying to stick you or me in a certain area. Like they want you with the wands, pentacles. King of Pentacles be chilling with all that shit around them because we'll just say. Usually it's somebody that can produce, they produce something. Whatever this is, think about the blood being the grapes and the grape juice. You're an alchemist, you're something. You produce this as well. You're in charge of it. You know how to tend to this. Because it's like a gay rights movement or a Baphomet movement or something. Somebody is the god of the alchemists, that's the natural gods. Or the Gnostics, that's the natural gods. If somebody don't know, if they're not that, you understand? They could really contaminate that. Like, we just talk about order on this fucking channel. Like, I don't know what somebody want us to talk about, but you see how the Nine of Pentacles, like, these my grapes, bitch. You don't produce these. You haven't produced these. That's like finding out they got a whole colony of children with my DNA. What the fuck is this bitch that don't like me doing sitting over these children? So you're gonna groom and breed a bunch of people with this bitch that can't stand me? Children that are like me? What the fuck is wrong? Because you don't want me to have some type of my name, or you don't want me to be written, or you don't want what? What? We got some underground, something is in reverse here. There's a son of David here. This could be like, oh, the prophecy is if a son of David and the upright don't come through, then we go in the underground. But all the whole time these people is playing with this shit. I mean, there could be something good that came out of this, a better understanding. This person was always in the upright. This could be this Queen of Wands, son of David. Somebody was always in the upright. Or somebody has transformed, sent somebody through a transformation, okay, and you about to pop out somewhere. In another country as a boy, prince, king, all so that you can't be, or somebody can't be who they supposed to be here. Something is hidden. I mean, this could be somebody that don't tell you about this, you know, your tradition, and everybody else knows, and they just, I don't like this. I think these people trying to cover up for identity fraud. They're supposed to be at the bottom. I'm supposed to be at the top. I'm supposed to be the one watching over this. It's not these people. I also kept on having a dream about somebody with one of their left breasts cut off. I said, oh my God, is somebody somewhere with breast cancer somewhere? In another country? Queen of Swords. But while you're activated, these people are watching. This is like people holding back your own stuff. Like you got diabetes, you need insulin. Somebody's holding it back, or you got an EpiPen. Somebody's keeping your EpiPen away from you, so you could die. Oh, oh, yeah. I didn't even see that. They're gonna watch you die. Or take you off life support and watch you take your last breath, because somebody already created the male version of you in another country, and you didn't want to be with them here like that, so they did this drastic measure or something like this. Somebody tried to determine somebody's fate. Some of these people get to stay in this vassal, and then they know that they're over there, and they get to watch themselves doing what they're doing in another country in their clone. We got Tower in reverse, an ending, but I don't know. I told you these are like gatekeepers of the walk through the valley of the death, or to the chambers or something. It's very important that you're all put together going through this. But somebody has been taking somebody feels like they God, and they done got something fucking twisted, because they have been doing this for people, because they don't want nobody when they get to the other side to be higher than them, where they are. They feel like they're pretty high on the other side. That's how they have access to this journey. Somebody has been, but this journey is all about you only. Not your mama, not your daddy, not your friend, not your best friend, it's all about you. Somebody is so afraid that by the time somebody cross over, they're going to look holier than thou, or their energy actually was clean. This is not where councils and the Pharisees and shit like this are sitting here judging somebody, why Jesus always could have died and not made it to a certain point. No, this is some, I don't even want to really do the video no more. Let's get up out of here.